Well, here we are. So we are talking about a service on a 7548. August 81. JDM. Blues unfaded. I don't know. Let's, oh, that's one thing I didn't check. Seals feel gluey.
Sorry for the noise.
Oh, I don't think they can hear you, honey. What I'm doing here is I'm looking to see what we got going on with the hand stack. Actually, it looks pretty tight. Huh. I guess this one sat for a while without running constantly. Huh. Okay, cool. I mean, it probably should be done anyway, but... Okay, you know what? Let's just get this thing going. I'm going to check that. Let's put that there. Let's see. What do we got? Actually, I must have replaced this one. So, hey, good news for you, right? Well, let's get this open and let's look at the... Yeah, it's going to need a case rebuild. So let's get the rest of this stuff out of here. Where'd that go? Okay. Yeah, it looks clean. There. Let's get this out of here. Get those hands off of there. Okay. Yeah, interestingly, this is late enough that there's no dial date. That interesting. I mean, I don't see one. It's not water damaged. Around this time is when they stopped actually putting dates on them. I'm not quite sure why, but they did. Alrighty. Yes. You hear the dog snoring? I don't know. You folks out there in TV land will have to tell me if you all can hear the dog snoring. Come on, out we get. This, by the way, is not the correct way to do this. The correct way to do that is different, but I am used to doing it my way, and I try to not change things, because that's when I screw up. Okay. Got ourselves a nice flat day wheel. I'm checking that hand stick again. They're always going to be a little wiggly. There's nothing you can do about it. The big thing is you don't want to get it worn to the point that, well, if it wears enough, it'll get to the point that the clearances start to screw up over here. And then your date wheel will start hanging out. Date driving wheel. Start hanging up. That is what's up with that. I am mystified. Why won't this demagnetize? What in the heck is going on? Demag, demag, demag. I've demagnetized you. What the hell? You're not sticky. Loose. Isn't that funny? Look, it got somehow it got printed on the wrong side. I wonder how that happened. I mean, that's correct, but there you can actually see the numbers 5, 6. I wonder how that happened. Isn't that funny? I don't remember seeing that before. Yeah, look at that. Didn't normally these run for a really, really, really super long time because they have batteries. You'll see a lot of wear underneath this minute wheel bridge with the quick set wheel on it. a lot of times with these, when they run for a long, long time, is I don't quite know how, but the plastic on these kind of gets kind of dragged out a little bit on the inside, and it decreases the internal diameter, and these start binding up right here. Just something to look for. Dry as bone. But look, no water damage. This is typically where you see it right here. Water will get through the crown and it eats all this stuff up. But no rust, nothing. Okay, so there's the front of our movement. Now, it's time for the lower. Okay, there's your train. Nothing to it but to do it. Train bridge. I see old hall on there. No, I don't want to do that. Come here. Magnetism, magnetism. How can these be magnetized? I think I'm going to have to get serious. But in the meantime, this right here is your hacking lever. All right. Speaking of hacking levers, out, out. Thank you. A lot of old oil in this thing. Okay, now this is your stepper motor. This thing is super magnetic, but also it's one of the few things where running it through the cleaner, the ultrasonic, won't really help you. You've got to physically clean this stuff, because anything that's even slightly magnetic will come right to this, especially if you got corrosion inside like that. And all the little rusty bits will come up to here, and there's no way to get them out except by physical removal, period. That's why if you see any water inside a quartz, an older quartz one that isn't on plastic, boy, you got problems. You got to take it seriously. You got to take it all the way apart. Okay, there's your center wheel bridge. And then we're going to get this out of here. If you will please come out. Thank you. There's your center wheel. Yeah, that center port is basically not worn. This one has had just not a lot of hours on it. I mean, I could replace it, but it's good for years. This will be good for 20 years. Okay, well, tell you what. I'm going to clean it, and I'll look at it again. And I'll make a decision there. If it needs it, I'll do it. If it doesn't, I won't. So I'm about to pull this crown apart. I'm not sure if it's got a gasket or not. But rather than risk it, I'm just going to open it up. For anybody who's watching this for tips, when you're going to pull that, this is called the male post inside there. You're going to pull that. Seiko used adhesive to keep those in. You can't just try to unscrew it. Chances are real good you'll either snap it off inside the crown or you'll crack it but won't know. And when you try to put it back, it'll snap off. And then you got yourself a dead crown. Ask me how I know that. Okay, so you use a little bit of fire. You just want to warm it up enough, expands the metal, and gives that adhesive something to think about. I usually just grab a piece of something here. And you just hold it so you don't get burned. And you give it a little bit of a twist, just a little bit, and it shouldn't fight you. Comes off nice and smooth. Just like that. Now, let's see. Let's get that gasket out of there. Come on, you. Let's go out, out. There we go. Come on. Come on. Yep, look at that. Okay. That gasket looks good to me, so I'll probably just clean everything and reassemble it with that. I don't know, it's a little stiff. I don't know, I'll see. But anyway, here's your crown. We'll clean that up, make that good to go. Okay, now when I come back, basically it's going to be done. So I don't anticipate anything weird. We'll just go from there. Okay, there's your movement. There's your battery. I dated your battery that it went in. Everything's all nice and serviced. Very clean. And we're getting very good numbers. Yeah, it's the movement came out really well. It's just not one that was gonna, be much of a problem. I really did not see the need to replace that jewel on the center wheel. This one has it only went through one battery. It was not grinding and grinding. It's in really good condition. And so it's going to be good for decades. I would leave it be. We're getting really good numbers. So that's a 1/10 of a second a day gaining. That's real tight. I could try to get it tighter than that, but you know, let's not be greedy. Those are great numbers. Okay, cool. Oh, also another reason is when I freshly service a movement, these numbers, they tend to, the accuracy, it tends to drop a few points. I don't know why, and then it settles in. This should probably settle in at +2 or +3. I'll check it tomorrow morning, but right now I think we're doing really well. Okay, there it is. It's super clean, fully serviced, timed, tested. It's good to go. Everything works as it should. I made sure the pip was aligned with the chapter ring. Chapter rings are key to the dials on these, so they don't misalign. Hacks as it should, hitting the markers. I don't really know what else to say. I'm proud of the job. It's a good watch. It was a good watch before. It's a fully serviced good watch now, and I look forward to getting it back to you. And thank you so very much. And let me know how it goes. I mean, really, there's not much else to say. Like I said, I didn't put a jewel under the center wheel. It's not necessary. I don't really like doing repairs it's an upgrade and everything, but it's not one you actually need. You won't need it for a very long time. It's a good watch. Okay, that's about it. I'll get this back to you, and then we're done. Thank you.